Okay, let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about body. Can't talk. Today I'm going to be talking about mommy body, literally. This is for anyone. If you're a mom, I see you. I'm a mom of two myself, and it's been a journey. Okay, it's been a journey. So if you're a mom, this is for you. I see you. If you're a single person, obviously looking to get married sometime, I see you. If you're even a man watching and you have a wife or a mom at home, then keep on watching, because this video is going to touch on so many areas. I feel like I usually talk about my body on the internet in terms of just my weight loss journey, like being a mom, losing weight, then being a mom again and losing weight, and people will see that just surface level of, oh, your snapback is real and all of that. But there is so much more that you guys don't see, and this video is hopefully going to cover a lot of those aspects today. I just want to delve into it just so that I can connect with moms alike. Ever since I became a mom, I realized that it's not just enough to come here and show you guys, oh, I'm raising my kids, or the things that the Holy Spirit is teaching me in this motherhood journey. This is also our body. This is something that served as the channel to birth our kids, right? So we should also talk about it. How do we take care of it? How do we feel confident in it and all that stuff? So this is why I'm doing this video. And again, if you're a mom, I see you. Okay, without further ado, let us jump right into it. So 6 months ago, I started to exercise after I had baby number 2, which was like 8 months ago. Anyway, after I had my second baby, 3 months after, I started exercising, and I shared all about it on my Instagram, how that I really cooled, because this time I healed faster. I had a repeat cesarean with my second, and I just started exercising, right, 6 months ago. So this is me taking count of that journey in the 6 months, and I'm like, look, fitness has and will always be a part of my life. Like, I feel like my ideal body, which is the body I have today, is my ideal body. Okay, that's what I keep telling myself every morning I wake up. The body I have today is my ideal body. Can it be better? Yes. So tomorrow I'm going to get up and be better for it. And that is how I see fitness. It's not just about like the shape it gives me or the perks that come with obviously exercising, which are also good things. However, for me, fitness has always been about, how do I feel on the inside? How do I preserve this vessel that God has helped me, to bring my children to the world, that God has given me to fulfill my purpose, to be a blessing and sweetness to my husband. How do I make sure that this body is its best every day? But as of today, this is my ideal body, not what I see on the internet, not what the media has sold to us or all that crap. Okay, the body I'm in is my ideal body. Will I wake up tomorrow and make it better? Definitely. So for me, I said all of that to say fitness has always been a part of my life. I remember far back in 2015, I'm going to put pictures here. I used to exercise. Like, I was just a single girl living in the UK doing a master's, and I just really took interest in like running, exercising in the comfort of my room. One of the ways I believe I even overcame that feeling of loneliness was every time I wanted to feel lonely and I had absolutely nothing to do, I would get up and then I would just exercise. It was a good part of me. I had 6 packs, guys. Check out. I had 6 packs, but for me, again, that was just perks. It wasn't like, oh, this is the reason I was doing it, because if it was, then I could literally stop after I'd gotten the body, But for me, it was about just making sure that this body was healthy and thriving, right? So anyway, all that happened, and then fast forward to I got married. I started to add weight, because people say there is something about getting married and taking in spermatozoa that makes you fat. I don't know what you guys think. But anyway, I started adding some weight. For me, I will say, to be honest, my husband had like a very late night schedule, and he would come back from his studio very late. And as a new wife, I would wait for him to say, I want to eat with my husband. So I would eat so late. I'm talking like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And anyway, combine that with obviously the do. I started to add weight, and I didn't mind, because for me, it was like healthy weight. I could still walk up the stairs and I wouldn't feel like passing out. And honestly, I feel like a good part of that was because I had like a healthy background, right? And I was still very active. I was doing my business. I was always active, because at the end of the day, fitness is not all about just hitting the gym. Just have like an active lifestyle, right? So I was very active and I was fine. Then like 10 months into getting married, I started to try for a baby. I had like IUI done, and guys, I added so much weight, hormones everywhere. Like when you're trying for a baby as well, even the mental toll and all of that. And at that point, I actually stopped being active because I didn't want to be so rigorous that it will prevent me from having a baby. If only I knew that I had no business and whatever. Anyway, that is not what today's video is about. So at that point, my weight just started going in and out, and fast forward to when I eventually got pregnant. I had my baby through a cesarean section. Once I dropped that baby, guys, I knew that this is not what I see on the internet. When people have babies, like, I know that the tummy will still be there, but it shrinks more than this, right? And not to talk about how excruciating my healing was for my first baby. Oh my goodness. My postpartum journey for baby number 1.
Oh, excuse me?
It could have scarred me, but God. Anyway, it was a very traumatic time. Like, getting up and doing things was so not easy. Thank God I had so much help around, so I was fine on that front. So with breastfeeding and all of that, I didn't even want to think about exercising or anything. But I had this huge belly in front of me. I'm going to put pictures here. 3 months postpartum, 6 months postpartum, and the belly just wasn't going away. So I knew that this was time for me to do something. Like, I could make that baby an excuse for the longest time. And for me, honestly, I was like, oh, I'm breastfeeding, I want my baby to be nutritious, I don't want to like hit the gym and all of that. Now I'm like, if only I knew. Anyway, so I eventually hit the gym. When I stopped breastfeeding, I started to work out day in, day out, very consistent with it, and I started to see changes. Really, I mean, I don't know, when people say they're working out consistently, I'm talking like 6 months, I'm talking like 1 year, and you don't see changes. Yes, your build might be like bigger than, and that's why I'm like, it's not about the shape or whatever. Maybe you have a natural big build, but you will feel the changes in, like, how do you pant when you climb up a stairs? Like you were eating a whole bowl of eba or food before. Now you can like have a little less and still feel full. Those are the changes I'm talking about. And obviously for me, my own changes were now like, I've always had like a tiny waistline, so I could see that like come back to life. However, guys, there was this pouch. I'm like, what in this pouch? Is it the cesarean section? So I started to Google, and I had heard previously that people say, oh, when you have CS, it's harder. But then I saw people who had the same CS who had their like tummy back. I'm talking tummy back in terms of like the flatness, right? However, for me, it was like this pouch was just there. Even as much as I exercised, it never went away. Then I came across Diastasis Recti, realized that it's a condition where, because of how long your tummy was, your abs had to like give way to make room for your baby and all the food you ate during pregnancy. And now that the baby is out, and in my case, I'd exercised, but the ab was already separated. So it was now a structural issue. No matter how much work I do at the gym, I would still always have that like diastasis recti shaped belly. Did that bother me at all? No, because the truth is I actually worked out so much that what was now left was skin. Like there wasn't much fat, obviously sometimes, and that's the bad thing about diastasis recti, right? No matter how flat my tummy got on the outside, every time I ate, because that space was there, my food could push through my abs and also still form a bulge, and then it would look like, oh, are you pregnant? Are you like 5 months pregnant? But obviously I knew that I'd gotten to my ideal weight. I was fine with even the bulge on the days I ate too much. Like, deal with it. Is that baby number 2? No, it's food. It's a plate of eba. Do your worst. Anyway, so that was how it was. And then obviously I continued in my fitness lifestyle because it was beyond just reaching my weight goal for me. And a lot of people will say, oh, your face is skinny, come back on the exercise or whatever. I'm like, nope, I still need to stay healthy. So I went on being healthy. Then I took in again for baby number 2. Now this time around, when I took him for baby number 2, I also had to like reduce the way I was active, because I had like all that hyperemesis again in the first trimester. It wasn't as worse as my first. However, I still had to like take things slowly. I had bleeding in my first trimester. I wasn't about to risk jumping up and down. However, towards like my second trimester, when I started to like get like better in my health and how I was feeling about the pregnancy, I started to take walks. Nothing rigorous, but I started to take walks. I vlogged all about it, and that was it. Then I had the baby, and 6 months in, I'm like, okay, I've had the baby, so what's up? Anyway, I started to exercise, and here we are now. Like, to be honest, it's still a structural issue at the end of the day. I want to show you guys what I mean. Now, for me, because like I said, I'm active, I've done all that got me here right now is exercise. Have I considered surgery? Like every day I think about it. Every day I think about the surgery, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna get there, okay? But I want to show you guys how this is a structural problem. After 2 babies, this is my tummy right now. You can even see like the definition of my abs, because obviously I have an active lifestyle, I run and all of that. Now in front, it looks something like this, okay? When I wear clothes, nobody knows that. Oh, they just say, oh, you snapped back and all of that. But this would almost never go away, and it kind of looks even manageable in front, right? Then I turn to the side, you can see that there is a structural thing here. Like, what do I make of this tummy right here? Sock belly, make shirt fine, as we call it from where I am from. But can you see how structurally there is still like that mommy tummy? So that brings me here. This is my body now. This is the channel that God used to bring my 2 babies into the world. Do I desire like the model, the magazine shape? Bruh, especially after I've had dinner and this tummy protrudes again. I'm like, fam, with all my workout. And this is not for everybody. Now, let me just say this here. I should have said it earlier. You're a single person watching this. Your case does not necessarily have to be like this. Let me not scar you as it comes to motherhood. Some people have it way easier. Some people will literally pop and snap back like that. We exercise is even like back to abs, right? For me, abs has now become something different, because except I fix the structural issue of my diastasis recti, I can't even think of abs, because the abs will never get to show, because there is that saggy skin and the structural separation inside that is stopping that. But obviously, once you see me, you can tell that I have an active lifestyle by just the obliques on the side that are showing, right? So my point is this. This is me now. This is my tummy now. Are there things that I could have done better to avoid getting here? Yes, I'll say that. I'm also still talking to like new wives or people who are new to motherhood. To be honest, I feel like the first time around I could have belly binded. That's like you wrapping a belt after giving birth. But I wasn't about to do all of that, to be honest. I'm a lazy pregnant woman. I'm a lazy postpartum mom. Like, don't stress me. I just had a whole child. Why do you want me to belly bind? Like, and thankfully, not my mom or mother-in-law even like put that on me, because it was like, CS, how? Now, even after my scar healed the first time around, I think that scar, that incision, that whole thing took almost 4 months to heal the first time around on the surface. And I still couldn't be bothered, because I'm like, I'm like, no. I just want to attend to this child. Don't stress me with belly binding. But to be honest, even in my research now, I realized that if I belly binded, that could have helped bring back my like abs. Maybe not fully together, but at least more together than what it is right now, right? So that's one thing I could have done. Consistently belly bind if that's your cup of tea. And then also I could have eaten better in my pregnancy with baby number 2. I won't lie to you, because like I said, it's not just the baby that pushes out, it's also the food you eat that pushes out, right? So for me, I've said it here before, when it comes to pregnancy, I want to eat all my sweets. Don't stress me about weight loss. If I feel like it, I'm gonna have it. If I crave it, I'm gonna have it. And that's just me. Like, I want to enjoy my pregnancy and not be restricted. I didn't have like gestational diabetes. If you have that, then that's a medical condition that will force you literally not to be able to do those things. But in my case, I had like a relatively healthy pregnancy. So why would I want to now, because of how I want to look postpartum, stop myself from enjoying the things that I was craving for too, and that matter. But that's another thing. Like, if that's your cup of tea, then eat more veggies, more fruits, and all of that, because that way fat and sweets have a tendency to create more carbs and sugar that won't go away, and then they can also go through your bulge and stay there, right? And further expand your DR. Okay, so for me, I had a 4-finger separation when I first put to bed with my first CS, and after all my exercise and all of that, I started to live with a 2-finger separation. Now with my second, I had a 4-finger separation as well, and even with all my exercise now, it's still like 3 fingers. So is there a possibility that it's going to be better with time? Yes, definitely, and I'll take it. However, this is me getting closure and knowing that, you know what, maybe surgery is not the way. Now when it comes to surgery, I'll be honest with you guys, every day for the past month, mentally I thought about getting surgery done, diastasis recti surgery, just because there is even a medical condition, right? Like, but I now ask myself, I don't have the pain. Some people actually have DR so bad that their back pains them. The only time I experience the pain is if I lie on my tummy for too long, so it puts a strain on my tummy and my back and all of that, and I start to experience pain in my lower back. But some people literally have that pain consistently because, you know, there is that weight in front that they don't have the structure to carry, right? And make sense of that how you will. Literally read a story about a woman who was suing the government of Canada because the surgery for diastasis recti is not covered by our health insurance, by the government. And for me, I did a research and it came to about, I think, between 7,000, it can go as up as 15,000 if I want to like do like the skin grafting with it and liposuction with it and all of that. And to be honest, for like a week, I told my husband, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Like, it's affecting me mentally. Every time I'm working out, I'm like, what is all this? Like, I'm working out. Like, I need to see the results. Do I want to see the result? But in the past, like 1 week, 2 weeks, I got to realize that, let's not even talk about all the fact that this body served as a channel. So where is your souvenir, right? Where's your souvenir for birthing kids? Like, me wanting to just look a certain way just because would not cut it. Like I said, it is a legit reason to do the surgery if you experience pain or, you know, general discomfort. But for me, I'm like, this is what self-love is for me. Like, love myself, love my body in its entirety, right? And to be honest, it is tempting to get that surgery done. If it gets free today, it will even be more tempting to get it done, right? But I've just come to realize that this is my souvenir for going under the knife twice, or maybe just if yours was a vaginal birth. This is our souvenir. This is what motherhood is, and we should be able to accept it in all of its flaws and scars and marks and glory, right? We see our kids, we're happy, we love them. How about we love the body that they left us with? The process of birthing them left us with this body. How about we fall in love with that and not let just the perception of media get in our heads? So for me, am I saying that I'm done, I'll never have surgery to close my DR? Yes. However, I've told my husband, baby number 3 is like sweeting me, and my husband is saying, kill it, stop it, no. And I'm like, no, I want a big family. So Terry, sometimes we say, my sister, mommy, where's my sister? I'm like, your sister, and then I'll start calling her girl cousins. But so recently I started telling my husband that maybe now, after I have baby number 3, I don't know what this situation is going to be like, but I've told my husband again that if I have baby number 3, forget it. Once I'm under the knife, they should just do the surgery together. Right? So for me, that's the only time I don't have closure, but it's based on if I end up having baby number 3. I just feel like if I have baby number 3, that would be too much of a stretch, and I would have like put so much strain on the abs that is better they just close it back. Now, even closing the abs back does not guarantee that you automatically have a flat tummy, but the food will not be able to push out, and that way your exercise and all of that can make sense in how it looks, right? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I just wanted to do this video. Take from it what you will, but that's it. I'm a mom. I'm a proud mom, and although surgery is tempting, I'm not gonna take it right now. Although I'm exercising, I'm focusing on the fitness lifestyle, the active lifestyle, and the good health that comes with exercising, not from what I'm not getting out of it in terms of like body looks and all of that. But however, as I take my pictures, I will continue to suck belly, press it in so that shirts can be fine. But thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. On this channel, I film about so much awesome content around lifestyle, family, love, relationships, marriage is sweet, and all that good stuff, motherhood, right? So if any of that is your cup of tea, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also join my channel membership for some other perks. Let me know about like your motherhood journey in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Whenever your heart is broken,